Is marketing manifestation or are you missing something? Here's what I mean. You're posting on social media 3 times a day. You're networking. You're doing discovery or sales call. You've got the website, the business cards, maybe even a lead magnet. You're doing all the things everyone says you're supposed to do, but you're still attracting clients who drain your energy, try to negotiate your prices, ghost after a few sessions, or show up expecting you to do all the work for them. Meanwhile, there's that one coach the one who barely posts, doesn't have a huge following, but always seems to have a waiting list full of dream clients who pay in full, who do the work and refer their friend. So what's the deal? It's not better tactics, it's alignment. And today, I'm going to show you how to shift from chasing clients to calling them in. Hey, coach, I'm Ronnie Noize. I spent 25 years figuring out what actually works in coaching. Now I'm retired, so my only agenda is helping you succeed. Today, we're exploring something that's part strategy, part energy, part attraction, and completely game changing. I'm talking about how to manifest your perfect ideal clients, the ones who pay, stay, and refer through intention, clarity, and getting ridiculously specific about who belongs in your world. I'm going to walk you through 2 powerful exercises that'll help you stop marketing to everyone and start magnetizing the attention of the right people. And just so you know, this isn't about Facebook ads or fancy funnels. This is internal work, the kind that changes everything. Let's talk about what's really happening in the coaching industry right now. The professional coaching market hit over $7 billion in 2025, with more than 167,000 active coach practitioners worldwide. That's more than double what it was just 6 years ago. But here's the kicker. With an estimated 4.38 million people calling themselves coaches globally, the market is completely saturated, which means that standing out isn't optional anymore, it's essential. And the coaches who are thriving, they're not the ones trying to appeal to everyone. They're the ones who've gotten crystal clear about exactly who they serve and what makes them different. The question is, how do you become that coach? How do you cut through the noise and become magnetic to the right people? So many new coaches make the same mistake. They think, well, I don't want to turn anybody away. Just need clients. So they say yes to everyone. The person who can't afford them but promises to pay later, the client who cancels constantly, the one who argues about field work or doesn't show up prepared. And I get it. When you're just starting out, it feels like you can't afford to be picky, but here's the truth. When you market to everyone, you attract no one. Or worse, you attract all the wrong people. So how do you get specific? How do you figure out who your ideal client actually is? Not just demographically, like women ages 30 to 50, but energetically. That's a fair question. Ask yourself, who lights you up? Who do you do your best work with? Who pays on time, shows up ready, does the work, and then tells everyone they know about you? This is where the internal work comes in. And I'm going to give you 2 exercises that will help you find the clarity that you need. First exercise, I want you to write an essay. Yes, an actual essay, not a bulleted list, not a client avatar worksheet, a full essay about your perfect clients. Describe them like you're writing about your best friend. What do they believe? What keeps them up at night? What are they aspiring to? What do they value more than anything? What behaviors do they already have that make them coachable? For example, maybe your perfect client believes that investing in themselves is non-negotiable. They value growth over comfort. They're the kind of person who shows up 10 minutes early, takes notes, and actually does the work between sessions. They're motivated by possibility, not fear. They see setbacks as data, not failure. Get into the psychology of it. What issue or discomfort finally makes them take action and seek you out? Maybe it's hitting a ceiling in their career. Maybe it's realizing they've been living someone else's dream. Maybe it's a health scare that wakes them up. And here's the important part. Include what you don't want. What are your deal breakers? Maybe it's chronic lateness. Maybe it's people who want you to do the work for them. Maybe it's clients who need constant validation but never take action. Write that down too, because knowing who you don't want is just as powerful as knowing who you do. When you write this essay, something shifts. You're not just thinking about your ideal client anymore. You're stepping into energetic alignment with them. You're sending out a signal. You're saying, this is who I'm here to serve. This is an invitation to the universe. A couple of suggestions to raise this exercise to the next level. write by hand, maybe in your morning pages or at least on paper. There's a mind-body connection with handwriting that a keyboard just can't deliver. And second, write when your mind is fresh and you don't have other obligations calling for your attention, maybe early in the morning, on a weekend, or whatever makes the most sense for you. And when you're done, edit until it's perfect, like the script to a movie about your coaching practice that you can't wait to watch. Yes, this means rewriting the whole thing over again, maybe multiple times until you know it's done. Then read it before bed each night for 3 weeks to really let the concept sink in. You will be glad you did. The second exercise is actually pretty fun. I want you to write a personal ad. Yeah, like the kind people used to put in newspapers back in the day looking for love, except you are looking for clients. Let me give you an example. Life coach seeks ambitious women in their 30s who feel stuck between playing it safe and going all in on their dreams. You value deep inner work, take radical responsibility for your life, and are ready to stop asking for permission. Sense of humor, a plus. No people pleasers who need me to validate every decision. Me, direct, intuitive, truth-telling. I'll help you trust yourself enough to make the next scary move. Book a free clarity call at my website. Now let's break down the formula so it really makes sense to you. Your title seeks ideal client description for the transformation or outcome you create together. You. These are 3 specific requirements or qualities that describe your ideal client. Optional bonus trait, a plus. Know your deal breakers. Me, 3 words that describe your strengths. Your result statement, and this could be your elevator speech, and wrap it up with your call to action, what you want them to do next. See how that works? It's specific, it's got personality, and the right people would read that and think, oh my God, that's me. The wrong people will self-select out, which is exactly what you want. When you're this clear, something incredible happens. You stop attracting tire kickers. You stop getting pestered by people who aren't a fit. Your messaging becomes so targeted that when your ideal clients find you through a Google search, a referral, social media, whatever, they feel like you're speaking directly to them because you are. Now, I'm not saying to use this personal ad exercise as an actual ad, but I've done it and it worked. A number of my clients have done it and it worked for them. Obviously, it depends on your audience, your vibe, and probably a few other things, but polishing it until it becomes the complete crystallization of your ideal client relationship helps you truly see who's right for you and who is not. And it actually makes kind of a fun social media post. Here's what most coaches don't understand. Marketing isn't about convincing people to work with you. It's about making it easy for the right people to recognize themselves in your work. Think about your current client, the ones you absolutely love working with. What do they have in common? How do they describe themselves? What language do they use? Those are the clues showing you exactly who you should be talking to and how. And here's the spiritual piece. When you get this clear, when you write that essay and craft that personal ad, you're doing more than marketing. You're manifesting. You're putting intention behind your business. You're aligning your energy with the clients who are meant to find you. Because here's the thing, your perfect clients are out there right now looking for exactly what you offer. But if your messaging is generic, if you're trying to appeal to everyone, they'll scroll right past you. They won't recognize themselves. They won't feel that spark of recognition that, yeah, this person gets me. But when you're specific, suddenly it's like you're holding up a mirror and the right people see themselves. It's like you're delivering a message from the universe and the right people will listen to it. Now, some of you might be thinking, yeah, Ronnie, this sounds great, but I still need to market myself. The former marketing coach in me agrees. You're absolutely right. Clarity doesn't replace action, but clarity makes your action so much more effective. Once you've done this internal work, everything else gets easier. Your website copy writes itself because you know exactly who you're talking to. Your social media content has a clear point of view. Your discovery calls become conversations with people who are already pre-sold because your messaging has resonated so deeply, and now it's just a matter of logistics. And yes, you still need to show up. You still need to share testimonials and reviews, create valuable content, network, and build relationships. But now you're doing it with intention. Because when you're clear, you're magnetic. When you're aligned, you're unstoppable. And when you know exactly who you're calling in, those perfect clients, the ones who pay, stay, and refer, they'll hear you. That's not woo-woo. That's just how manifestation actually works. Clarity plus intention plus aligned action equals clients who feel like they were meant to work with you because they were. So go write that essay, create that personal ad, get clear, get specific, and get ready to attract the clients you've been dreaming of. Thanks for watching, Coach. I'm Ronnie Noize, reminding you that today is a great day to be a coach.